Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, and in today's video, my 5.0 swapped S14. Alright guys, as you can see, the 5.0 is back in the vehicle. The trans is in as well. Everything is bolted up. All the motor mounts is bolted up. The only difference between when it was in before is that the pulley system is much different. This would be the pulley system from, I'd say, a 90s, 93, 92 Mustang GT, the Fox bodies. That's the only way I got all the pulleys to line up with a factory belt. I think it's a 72 or 74 inch belt. I don't have any headers on it because I actually need to figure out how I'm gonna apply headers. And honestly, I'm just probably gonna bolt a header on and come straight out the hood. It's carbureted. It's not like it needs an exhaust. And I live in the Bahamas, so there's no such thing as emissions. I don't have to worry about that. I can just put the pipe straight through the hood and go from there. But that's probably one way I'm gonna go. But for today, the motor is in and we are well on our way to getting this thing running and driving. It's already running. It was running from on the ground, but I need to button a few things up before we can run it in the car. Definitely I need to get those headers before we do that. Alright, so as you guys know, we just jumped over a massive hurdle with the 5.0 swapped S14. The motor's in, we know it's running good. We've already ran it on the ground. There's a lot of things with this car that needs to be buttoned up, but the majority of the biggest problems are solved, which means we have a pulley system on it that's gonna work. We have a nice water pump, it's brand new. We're gonna run alternator, water pump, crank pulley, and power steering. That is it. It is super simple to wire up. I already have the fuel pressure regulator on it to step down that EFI fuel pressure from the pump that's in the tank and drop it down to about 5 or 6 psi so that it doesn't flood the carburetor. We can actually get this thing running, but what we need to do is figure out an exhaust system before we do so. We don't want to blow anything up. We don't want to light anything on fire. That I'm known for, but I want to take my time and make sure this comes out perfectly, because I know for a fact the torque that this thing is going to put down is going to make this car super fun to drift, super fun to slide. And it's just going to be the magical swap from a 4-cylinder SR20 DE, this was NA, to now a V8 5.0. So yeah, we still have a long way to go with this thing. We need to get the rear end in. We need to get a drive shaft made up. We need to do a lot of things interior wise. We need to install the brakes, get all the brake lines bled. We need to do a lot of things on this car, but like I said, the biggest hurdle is done. The motor and the trans is sitting in the car, and we can start it now if we want to, but we're gonna take our time. We're gonna chip away at this thing nice and slow, and we're gonna get it right the first time instead of doing this thing 3 or 4 different times. So thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Always remember, don't drift without your dreams, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Do you guys see how happy I am and how red my face is? I have had one too many beers trying to put this motor in the car.